Hi everyone. So today we'll be talking about one of the multi-bagger stock, also one of the stock which is doing extremely good during this COVID times, and happens to be one of my favorite stock because this is one of the company that I have invested when I started building my portfolio. So I started like somewhere around last year, should be somewhere around June, July, and I was just getting to know about the stock market, starting to learn the one by one. So I came across this stock and I brought it when the stock was around 55 rupees. I think it was closer to 55 rupees. I didn't buy a bigger quantity because my capital was way too low to start with, but I knew I had to start somewhere, and when I was thinking to invest the money, I wanted to make sure that I choose the right companies and also the companies that I believed in. So Adani Green Energy is one company which I did the numbers, and also at the same time I like the vision of the company, so decided to invest in it when it was around 55 rupees, and brought like very few quantities, like I think close to 3 or 4 quantities, should be somewhere around that. And then I made second investment again in smaller quantities when it was around 150, I would say 150 or 160, so somewhere around that. So I made my second investment of another uh, few quantities. So today's topic will be discussing about Adani Green Energy. So, as mentioned here, Adani Green Energy is a power generation company. It builds and operates solar and wind energy power plants in India. The company headquartered in Gujarat and is owned by Adani Group. Company was incorporated on January 23rd, 2015. They have invested in wind and solar energy in more than 10 states of India. Company operates Kamudi Solar Power Project, which is one of the largest solar photovoltaic plants in the world. Current project portfolio of the company is at 5,290 megawatts. Electricity generated is supplied to central and state government entities and government-backed corporations. The CEO of Adani Green Energy, Jayant Parimal, has stated that the vision of the company is to have a portfolio of 15 gigawatts by 2025. So that being said, let's look into the price trend. So if you see, the lowest 52-week low is at 38.60 and 52-week high is at 287.4, and 1 year return is at 528.87%, which is really good. And even during this coronavirus crisis, when most of the stocks are in red, here we have Adani Green Energy at 34.84% higher. So this is the total price trend. You can also see the market cap and other basic details, PE ratio and dividend yield of the company over here. And I am using the platform Zerodha Kite, which gives me basic information details that I should be knowing. So you can also check out the recent events from the company, shareholder meeting, closure, etc. Also, if you look into the news details, you get recent news. Like every time there is a news about Adani Green Energy, it gets updated over here, and it's good enough to know, keep updated with the company that you're investing. So always make sure that you invest in the companies that you are you know what it is about, or you understand. So let's see how much I have invested in it, and what is the returns I have got so far. So if you see, I have invested total of 4,790, and now it's at a profit of 4,589 rupees. So closer to 90%. 90% is what I have gained, which is really good for a beginner in stock market. And maybe I'll continue to hold it for a while, and then plan to sell it. So I'll keep you updated with that more. You could see the open, high, low, close, and all of the details of right now. And now what we are going to do is to go to ticker tape. So over here you get more information about the company, like which I am usually looking for. This is one of the website that I use, and it's free to use. And if you see, like as we have discussed, last 1 day returns and how the stock is performing recently, you get all the details over here, which is really good. And next, if you come, you have to check this investment checklist. So over here, you will come to know if you're looking for a dividend stock, then this wouldn't be the right one, because as the company has not offered any dividend for the years, and it's more of a growth stock, as you can see, and as I have mentioned before, like I ended at 55 rupees. Like even if the company hasn't offered dividends, it's fine for me, because I have made close to 85 to 90% returns in like less than a year. And the second thing which to be noted is the website says the entry point. So they mention that it's not a good time to invest as the stock is in overbought stock. But I would advise you to go to the website, check their financial data, check the other datas, and it's and the final decision is always up to you to know that if you have to invest this company or not. As they mention, it's the stock is in overbought zone, so check it out, and then yours is the final decision. And you could see that there is red flags, so you'll come across various factors that help you in deciding whether to buy the stock or not. So have a check, and then the key metrics, a P ratio, if you see, or the dividend yield or other details, again it is mentioned over here. And one of the best thing that you could find in this website is the financial trend. So over here, if you see 2017, you could see how much loss the company has made, and then 2018, and then 2019, and by 2020. So you could see a different pattern in the loss. So each year they have made a loss, and 2020 they have, compared to the other year, the loss is minimized. So feel free to check the financial statement, and always make sure before investing in any company, you go through the annual report, recent annual reports, and feel free to download the annual report, and it will give you much more information about the company before you invest. So over here, if you see, total revenue in 2019 was 2130, and in 2020 it was at 2629. So the revenue has definitely increased. And even in net income, if you see, in 2019 it was at a loss of 473.93, but in 2020 it's at minus 23.23. So which is really a good number. If you see it in the growth, you will be able to understand a bit more. So from negative 244.65, it's at 95.09. So you could see feel free to go through these numbers, and it will help you further in deciding whether this is the right stock for you or not. Also, you could see the holdings trend. So in holdings trend, you could see like in last 6 months, promoter holding in the company has almost stayed constant, which is really nice. And after that, again, as Zerodha's kite, you will be able to come across the recent news, and how the news affects the stock market. But this is more for intraday traders, and until the news is very, very important for long-term investors. So even in financial trend, you will be able to go through the balance sheet and cash flow. So you get it from the beginning, and the other one, cash flow statements. So make sure to go through all this, and then if you feel like this is a company that has the potential, feel free to invest. Green energy is one. Renewable energy or green energy is one sector which I completely believe in for the upcoming years, because there will be a shift in the usage of the power towards more of renewable sources of energy. And if the company can be a market leader or have a good percentage share in the market, definitely the share is going to do good. At the same time, make sure, as I said, is it enter the share at the right time, so that you're paying the right price to get into the company. So we'll be updating you more with the other informations about the other stocks in my portfolio one by one, and hopefully it will be helpful. And if there is any doubts, feel free to comment below. And all the recommendations which I make are just for educational purpose, and please do your own research before you buy any stocks, in your portfolio. So have a nice day and see you in another video with another stock. Bye.